All right, let's get the first things first out of the way. I will raise my hand and say I did not have high expectations for the Buccaneers. Who can be real with me and say, hey, I didn't expect this much from the Bucs either. Divisional round, 2 games away from the Super Bowl. I didn't have that. I said 6 wins was pretty realistic. We had, some 7-win projections here in the office. But ultimately, the Buccaneers won 10 games this season, including in the playoffs, beating the Eagles on Monday night before falling to one of the best teams in the NFL on the road to the Detroit Lions, right? And they only lost by 8 points. I don't understand the decision to go for 2 there. I'm an old school football guy. I think you should kick a PAT after scoring a touchdown. Only go for 2 when you need it. And if you're being really aggressive, if you kick the PAT and it's for a tie and you say, no, we're going to go for the win and go for 2, I understand that. I don't understand going for 2 when you're down 2 possessions, but that's a whole other story for another day, or I guess for the entire offseason, people are going to be talking about that. Ultimately, I look at this game and I think of a couple of things. Number one, Tampa Bay does not lay down. That was something about this team we learned all season long. They do not lay down for anybody. They will keep fighting. They will keep getting up, and we saw that on Sunday. They overcame 3 deficits in the contest. And when you can do that, that shows resiliency, especially on the road. Ultimately, they were good. The Bucs were way better than we thought. And both things can be true here. They were better than we thought, and they simply were just not good enough on Sunday. That is what I am taking away from this game. Now we go into the offseason, and there are so many free agents. And that includes the quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He is one of the free agents. Now, there is mutual interest in bringing him back, and he has certainly earned some money this year. He got those incentives, had the 1-year prove-it deal with incentives. He hit those. But you also have Mike Evans, who is owed a deal. And remember, the talk ceased right before the season. And because of that, we all knew this could be Mike Evans' last year in Tampa Bay. Mike Evans wants to stay in Tampa Bay. He loves it here. He says this organization, this community has been wonderful to him and his family. So there's mutual interest there. You have Lavonte David, who was on a 1-year deal. Then you have Devin White, Antoine Winfield Jr., veterans like Will Golston. You have the kicker, Chase McLaughlin. There are so many guys who could not be back next year. But we do know the Buccaneers are interested in some of the bigger names. So Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, we could see them return to Tampa Bay. In fact, Baker said after losing to the Lions that if he's coming back, then he wants Mike Evans back, because Mike Evans makes every quarterback look good. I mean, if you have that many 1,000-yard seasons in a row, no matter who the quarterback was, whether it be Tom Brady or Baker Mayfield or Jameis Winston or Ryan Fitzpatrick, I mean, yeah, he makes every quarterback look good. So I understand what Baker is saying there. It's going to be a little tricky on the defensive side of the ball. Let's just keep it real. It's going to be a little bit tricky on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know if Devin White comes back. KJ Britt played a good game on Sunday. So, there's a big question mark there. What do you do at linebacker? We know Winfield is, you got to do something with Winfield, okay? First of all, he should be in the Pro Bowl, but he was named All-Pro, so, that kind of evens out there. You got to bring him back. That dude is a dog. Got to bring him back. Other veterans, I don't know if this is, it for Will Golston. Maybe so. We'll see. If they are going to attack something in free agency, it's pass rush. I think you got to have a guy on the edge, kind of like an Aiden Hutchinson, kind of like Michael Parsons. You got to have somebody on the edge, a TJ Watt, maybe a Nick Bosa, not those names specifically, but somebody of that type that can basically scare quarterbacks, a guy that lines up at the edge, and everyone has to know where that guy is lined up at all times, because he is liable to get back there and take down the quarterback. That's kind of what I'm getting at. So I think the Bucs should attack that. They do have a lot of good pieces. The feeling in that locker room is that, hey, we've kind of got the right guys in place to make another run at this thing next year. And I think they do, especially if they stay consistent in terms of the personnel, in terms of the coaching. If Dave Canales is going to be back with Tampa Bay instead of taking a head coaching job elsewhere, he's interviewed with Carolina. If he comes back, that's good. You get a second year in this system with these players. They're going to get more comfortable. They're going to add some more wrinkles. Things could get really good here in Tampa Bay once again. And you know what? I'm proud of them. I am proud of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because, again, expectations were low. They exceeded that and then some. But it is now on to the offseason. Congratulations to the Lions. Let us know in the comments your Super Bowl prediction. There are 4 teams left. You have the Lions, You have the 49ers in the NFC, then you have the Chiefs and the Ravens in the AFC. Let us know who you think is going to play in Super Bowl 58 right here on 10 Tampa Bay.